Here's just a quick and easy guide regarding kiting for P1999 and EverQuest. The first thing that you want to do is you want to be able to set up your continuous strafe. So to do that, what you want to do is you want to hold down your two keys that would make you move forward and turn to the left. So you would hold in most cases A and W at the same time, while holding your right mouse click button. So this will make you kind of move at an angle. And then to lock that in place, you just tap enter. So once you've hit A and W, tap enter on your keyboard and you can let the keys go. This will make you strafe. You don't have to do anything. All you need to do is navigate yourself with the right click button. Throughout kiting, you're going to also get stunned, but when you get stunned, you don't need to redo your keys. You're going to start moving automatically with your keybind set. So if you get stunned, don't try to redo it. You just leave it, and then you'll start moving again. The second thing is knowing what mobs you want to kite and what their speed is. So every mob has a different run speed. Usually mobs like lions and cougars and stuff have faster run speeds than you can run strafing without solos. So the reason why you set up strafe is because you get a 10% or so run speed bonus, so you can outrun a mob without having to run Celos, because Celos is definitely too fast to easily control a kite. In some cases, or later on down the line, you may be using Celos, but this is easy to keep the appropriate distance between you and the mob. The level 2 AoE is a little bit difficult because it has a 30 range, but the level 18 has a 35. The 5 distance may not be significant, but it can determine where you keep the mob from your screen distance. So based on the mob's run speed, you'll have to determine how often you're turning into the circle. So at a strafe, you kind of move just diagonally at an angle, but when you are starting to circle, you lose some of the distance because you're cutting the distance between you and the mob. So when your AoE hits, then that's when it's going to put the dot on whatever it is. So you'll see in some of the videos there's beetles, and then there's also some gnolls and things like that. Usually humanoid types run at just your standard run speed. So that way, you can kite most of the mobs by just using the strafe technique. You'll know based on if you see that the mob winces that you're hitting it with your AoE. It's good to rotate your level 18 AoE and your level 2 AoE as you're kiting. The beetles are especially easy because they're a little bit slower, so there's room where you can kind of close the distance by using your right mouse click and then just kind of looking to the left or looking to the right, depending on which way you're circling. As you start to kite more mobs, you'll get the hang of it. Start with 3 or 4 and just practice, and then get to 10 and then keep increasing your mobs from there. The best way to round them up, of course, is just run around with Celos and punch something or throw a dagger at it and just get it onto your kite. If you outrun your mob and you visually can't see your mob anymore, sometimes they'll drop aggro, so just turn around and check on them and make sure they're all still there. That way you're not pulling for nothing, because sometimes in a lot of the Karanas and things like that, there are a limited amount of mobs to begin with. So if you start losing them, then you're spending some time there. Mentioned in other videos, the best distance is you can see them on the corner of your screen. So as you see when I'm kiting around, you'll see the pincers of the beetles, or you'll see the bodies of the mob running in the corner of your screen. So just keep a reasonable distance between you getting hit and you being able to land your AoEs. it doesn't, you don't need to land it every time it cycles. It goes through 3 server ticks, so there's some time where you can skip or you can cycle other songs. So in my hotkey, I have the cast ability, so I cast heal over time, and then I cast the wince. So I'll cycle between the heal and then the AoE dot. That way I can try to keep topped off. It, no matter what you do, I think you're going to get hit no matter what. When you factor in latency and the way the server resets your character and where you actually are versus where the server thinks you are, you're going to get stunned. You know, there are chances that you get stunned, and if you have too many mobs on you, that you're going to die. So it's important to know what your limits are versus spending all this time and pulling 25 mobs and then getting stunned once and dying from it. So that's just it takes practice. Just practice with different types of mobs. You'll start to see like where it's good. With the mob density plus the areas to kite and things like that. Just go around to different zones and try. Usually the Karanas, because they're so open that you can find enough mobs there. Will-o-wisps are good from 12 to 20 by killing them for to get experience, and then turning in the light stones and greater light stones, and then move to the beetles. And then in Eastern Karanas, they have the null reavers and things like that. So if you move around those zones, you start to get to your 25s and stuff like that. One kite can generally net you anywhere from 1 to 2 bubbles. I think I covered everything. I'll include my song macros in the comments. If there's anything that you learned, please like the video. Thanks.